I told people, this ain't live now, so Instagram might at least know. But right now, this is gonna be like, we're gonna do something called like Marriage Monday.
But would you be able to save from the live?
Hmm?
Would you be able to save the video from the live?
I'm doing that right now. But everything's live right now. I don't know why this is taking so long. This is probably why you told me to get a new laptop over the weekend. But we ran out of time as we was out shopping, and I couldn't get a new laptop. And now I want to get a new laptop. So if not today, if not tomorrow, then sometime this week. But we're just trying to wait for a couple people to get on. We're telling your followers you're live. Hang on. We're telling more followers to join. So we ain't starting yet. So we're gonna give it about 10 minutes. Give it about 10 minutes before we start this. Oh my goodness. So the time right now is like 10:15. So between 10:25 and 10:20 we'll start. But I don't know what's up with this right here. So we still don't have anything watching yet. So we ain't gonna start till we get something watching. I'm like, this always worked for me, but now I'm having problems.
Just reboot it then.
Hmm. I shouldn't even have to do that. I have to though. Like if we don't get a certain number, then we just pick a better time, whatever, tomorrow. But we definitely ain't gonna be doing that with nobody here. I mean, the one thing Pastor told me, he said whenever, even if he gave like a speech and there was nobody there, he would preach like it was like 100 people there.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing to do because you get used to it, and no matter the crowd, you're always there and giving the same energy. So, I mean, I think that's good also. But up this late, so we'll see. I mean, this is Marriage Monday, where we're just going to kick it off and speak to the people about marriage, relationships, and all of that, and give live perspective. And I'm trying to see what this is still doing. So as soon as we get some people in the room, we can begin. I'll tell you what, I'll begin when we hit like 20 people. When we hit like 20 people, I'll begin.
Begin or begun.
Hmm?
You begin or you begun.
Not be gone, I'll begin. Like that's when we'll start because there's a couple things that's been coming up on social media with like as far as marriage, but some relationships I want to talk about. And also what I talked about earlier today about this man, mm, this guy named Maurice Payne from Love and Hip Hop. I told you I never watched that show, never watched that show a day in my life. And this guy, he's going to jail, prison for 17 and a half years.
For what?
Fraud. Because the money he was getting wasn't enough. Although he had enough money to feed his family and live a nice life, it just wasn't enough. So for the love of money is what happens with people like that. But that's not going to be a focal point. A focal point is going to be talking about not only just marriage and relationships, but why people, especially in the Black community and other communities, are just so far behind when it comes to marriage and what's holding people back. So we're gonna talk about that. And I know I was gonna do over here, but you said your waist was hurting because this little big thing right here. So you had to. Oh, I see you got your little comfy. Well, you got both pillows. You didn't even leave me with one. Ah, but it's cool. I'll live. I'll live to see tomorrow. So I'll be okay. All right, let me see if it comes up right now. Oh, we got 5 people in the chat. All right, we're gonna need more than that. We gonna need more than that. So we can't begin with no 5 people in the chat. We're gonna need more than that. All right, so your mom called you today?
Yeah.
What about your brothers?
No.
Not the married or the unmarried ones? Because I know you're gonna give you a little input for men. See, me and you, we disagree a lot. Not a lot, but we disagree some about the men and the women. You know how I feel. But you feel a different way. Sometimes at least, but as long as it don't affect my home, I can live with that. No, that's not the. All right, what we got? We still got 5 people in the chat.
I should have just done the way we've been doing it.
Oh no, we want to try something new. Cause
It's late.
yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. That if he's coming here to do the whole studio and build the whole studio for us, bring microphones and new cameras, this and the other. I mean, we're gonna have to know that the people are gonna want to interact and want to call up, because I'm not gonna spend that type of money just for nothing. I know it's late. We ain't gonna be in long. We're gonna give it. We're gonna do this for about an hour. An hour is good for people, so they could get back to doing the things they do. So we still got 5 people in the chat. Why we only still got 5 people in the chat? Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna start anyway soon. So maybe in about 5 minutes we're gonna start. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go, right here. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right here. Here we go. What's up, Blue Sky? How you, man? Haven't seen you here before, but what's up anyway, man? Pro Youth Services like just start. So I think we gotta mute this so it don't get in the way. He like, we got about 4 minutes. We got about 4 more minutes before we start. So hang on, brother. 4 more minutes.
He said just start.
You paying us? So it's 10:22. We're gonna wait till 10:25 before we begin. So we got about 3 minutes. Hopefully get a few people. I wish I would have broadcasted that we was gonna be on live today, but I wanted to catch people off guard and see how many people come on. I mean, I'm sure like tomorrow they look at it, but I'm just trying to grasp like who's online at what time, this and that. Because we do our videos like around, we do our videos, we do it early, and then I'll upload them and whatever. And by that time, it's like an hour or two later, and they come around like 3, 4, 5 o'clock. So this is about 10:30 Eastern time, almost 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I know you don't like waiting, man. but you gotta wait for like 2 more minutes. So we said 10:25. So hopefully you can wait 2 more minutes. I don't like doing odd numbers, like starting on odd numbers like 10:21, 10:23. It was 25, 30, 40, whatever. I could do that. I feel more inclined that, they my numbers. But we can also see what's going on here, right here. So as we got 1 more minute to go, we got 1 more minute to go. All right, you ready? That's how Meek Mills be like in that Dreams and Nightmares when my Eagles won the Super Bowl 52, baby, against the New England Patriots. But we're going to do some things this year because with the 49ers, even though that game was tough, my team showed some fight. So I'm proud of that. All right. I think we got about 10 more seconds. You ready? All right. Hey, Ileana, you ready? You ready? Daddy asking, are you ready? Are you ready? She said, I'm always ready. All right. All right, so here we go. This is about Marriage Mondays. So Marriage Mondays is about what? I mean, we're going to pull some verses out for you and everything, but at the end of the day, we want to see what it is that marriage means to not just us, but to y'all. Like, if we talk about marriage, me and you, when you was, let me start from here. Let me start from the beginning from you, your background, your culture. What did marriage means to you? What were you taught that marriage meant?
Yeah.
Oh, scoot
Marriage.
over.
You can see me? I'm so comfortable.
You're still comfortable. What marriage means to you?
Marriage. First of all, we all know it's been introduced by God. It's a very special organization. And in my culture, marriage means a lot. It means family. It means responsibility. It means togetherness. It means a lot.
I'm listening.
Yeah, so it's some kind of holy thing that it involves mainly a man and a woman. That is specifically a man and a woman.
So not a man and a man?
You heard me.
Not a woman and a woman? I mean,
a man and a woman.
if people choose that, it's not about judging. It's about you do what you do. But we just going to give you our point of view. So, as she said, as a man and a woman. And when it comes to marriages, I'm going to talk like this. There are things that are happening right now, and I'm going to be specific in America, because even when I talk about the black community, it still stretches beyond the black community to white America, Latino America, even other races like Indians and Africans and so forth, and Asians. Because, like I told you, when I used to go to court back in the day, I used to always see these different races of people in the courtroom. And maybe because of the area that I live, that it was like a middle class or upper middle class neighborhood. So you got to see all faces, all facets. And what that tells me is that like marriage is constantly breaking down in America, in the Western world. And I think to myself, why is marriage on the cups of being almost decimated to the point where that it means almost nothing? I hear people talk about that for a lot of black men, especially, marriage is not good because when you marry and things don't work out, the woman takes the majority of what you have and you're left with little, if anything. She takes the kids, normally she takes the house, and when she takes the kids, you have to pay child support, if not even alimony. And men are saying, why should I go through all that to be married to someone and try to do it the right way? And at the end of the day, when she decides to step out, even if it's not by any mistake of the man, it's that she's seen things, she got enamored with things, and that she thought that, okay, I'm going to leave this relationship so I could be out there and do my hot girl, this and the other, have my kids. He paid me child support, and plus, I'm going to live it up with his money, and I get my new boyfriend, go take care of my new boyfriend, sometimes new younger boyfriend, and the other money take care of the kids, and I'm going to be okay. So I asked, like, what benefit is it to a man in America, especially a black man, to get married? Because we know the courts are not always equal how they deal with black and white. I mean, that's just reality. I don't get into a lot of colorism, but that's just reality. So we're going to stick with black America because I am black American and you're black, but you're African. So we're going to stick with, why should a black man living in America put himself up to, how should I say, put himself in that position where he could be taken advantage of in a way that he could be left with nothing? Is it anything that you could think of? I mean, I'm going to give my point of view, but anything that you could think of as why a man should put himself in that situation?
Well, if you look at it, it's not that the woman is taking everything, right? It's actually what the two of you have contributed to do in the marriage, what the two of you have done together. It doesn't always go to just one party. That's why when it comes to the children, they share custody. It depends. They look at how do I say? They look at how responsible you are and how efficient you're gonna be able to take care of the kids. That's how they share the custody. So if they give something to the woman, it depends. It depends. I don't know how your culture works.
Yeah, I'm about to get there, but I'm going to
Yeah.
let you finish. I'm going to let you finish because I'm
I,
about to
I
get
don't know.
there.
I don't know about that, but since this legal marriage, if you do it in a court, it's a different thing altogether. But if you just do, we have the traditional one, we have the one that we do at the reception at the church, and then we have the court one. But we always treasure the traditional one because that's the main thing, traditional one. So about the sharing of whatever you guys have struggled to do together, I don't think that's a big deal about it. It's not a big deal.
No, see, the thing is that you're looking at it from an African perspective in Ghana. See, what I'm talking about is in America. And in Ghana, yeah, when a wife divorces, if it's on her end, everything that the husband gave to the wife, he could go to the family and take it back, right?
Yeah, that is not happening much more anymore because
Well,
of
that's just the old
education.
ways.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up.
Because
Let's touch on this because of education.
because education
So,
has come now.
so what is education? What is education? When talking about the way that it used to be and the way that it's being done now, what do education mean? Now you're saying that your Ghanaian fellow mates, fellow women are more educated. So what do that mean? That they're what? So now you're telling.
In the olden days, when your husband is alive, you struggle with him, you guys build all sort of great things together, and unlikely he passes away. The family comes and take everything from you, which is so disheartening. That's so painful. So that is why they have the court. They have the court wedding. Even when you do the traditional wedding, you have to go to court and sign everything. So in case something happens to your husband, the wife gets to get all that they labored for.
No, I thought you were talking about something else, though.
No, I'm talking about because in the olden days,
But we're talking about divorce, though. So in modern day today in Ghana,
so
what happens when I'm in Ghana? I wanna I mean, I've been through it, but I'm saying traditionally, I want to divorce you, or you want to divorce me. It doesn't matter if I divorce you or you divorce me, how it ends, or what is given to another person. Does it matter?
Yes, it matters. It depends on what you guys are breaking up on.
Explain.
Yeah, like maybe the man continues with so much cheating, and then also he doesn't maybe take care of you and your kids, or
Okay, so
maybe domestic violence.
okay,
So
so with that said, if the woman have a good reason to
yeah, if she
divorce the
has a
guy,
good reason to divorce you, she
so
needs to get something from your end. She needs to get something
do the
for
court
all
does
the
that?
years.
So the court will allow her to benefit from what it is that you have.
I don't know about that. I haven't been caught with such issues, but certainly, if they know that the guy is really wrong, he has offended you in all those kind of
So
ways.
how would they know?
Evidence. You give proof.
All
If
right.
he's being very violent with you,
What is
domestically,
evidence
there's
though? Evidence is mean you gotta have marks on your face or somebody says so, or it's like he say, she
you
say.
have pictures, maybe probably videos. When he's cheating on you, you just take a picture and make sure you have a picture of him with another
Cheating.
woman. Yeah.
So that goes on to cheating. Okay, so if he's cheating, beating, whatever, doing this and the other, so then likely the family or the courts is gonna allow her to benefit from whatever the man has, is what you're saying.
Of course.
Okay, other way around. What if it's the wife? What happens? The wife doing all the things that you just said, but it's opposite to the man. And the man go file for divorce for the ill things that the wife done. What happens?
It's the same thing.
So the man is going to get what from the wife? The wife don't have anything to give.
No, it's not about what you have or what I have. We are in a marriage. So everything we own is together. So if you want to divorce me based on some bad things that I've been doing and you have proof for that, whatever we have together, they have a certain percentage to be divided into.
So if it's on
So
you,
if we
if
build
it's
a
on
house
you,
together,
I don't get 100%. I just get 80% maybe.
it depends. Maybe if the judge, it depends, like I said. It depends. So that's how it works. And that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You have a problem with that?
Yeah, because I don't believe that's the way things supposed to be.
You only get what you get only when you guys were together. When you married to that.
What? You're saying we only get what we came in a relationship with.
And build together.
Yeah, but if we build, that's what I'm asking. If I build real estate, enough estate worth $1 million, but it's on you, do I get my $1 million worth of my estate?
No,
or do you
it's gonna be divided.
Divided in half?
They have percentage for everything.
So the percentage is based on the circumstances.
Yes.
Who was in the wrong?
And then the
So
number
whoever
of
was in
kids you have, the number of kids you have.
So where do the kids go? Where do the kids go?
Take care of the kids.
If the woman is in the wrong and we have 3 kids, who do the kids go with?
That's why I said it depends. It depends. The woman can only have the kids maybe when she's fit to have them. She can take care of them, just like you guys do here. You can't.
But I'm saying if the woman was in the wrong and she the one who broke up the relationship and we have 3 kids, but she ruined the relationship, she ruined the marriage, and I had no choice but to divorce. And judge, I'm not the one who broke up the marriage. I want my kids because I built this home, I built this house, I built everything. Do I get my kids?
Are you in that position to be able to take care of the kids? It's not just about I want my kids. Are you gonna be able to be there for your kids? Do you have a comfortable environment for the kids to grow in? Can you provide? That's all taken into consideration.
Well, I'm still in the house because you did wrong, so I'm still in the family house regardless of what we split. I'm in the family house, so and all I need to do is get a new girlfriend. So I get a new girlfriend, and I have the family home that we built because you messed up. Not, I'm using an example, and the lady messed up. So I had the family home, and I want 3 kids, and I have a new girlfriend who's equipped to take care of the kids. Judge, do I get the kids?
It depends. I don't know. I don't know about that.
So you're saying it might not be no different than America?
Something like that. I don't know. It depends on the laws. You know, we all work on laws. The court works with the law, so it's very different. Your law might be different. It is different from our laws. So
God said, are we going to post our traditional wedding? First of all we did, when I went to Ghana and I met her, I did a court wedding. And I came back a few times after that. After I got her, we went back a few times after that also. And we kept talking about doing a traditional wedding. But she said she wanted to do one after she gives birth. So she can explain that to you. You wanted to do a traditional wedding after you gave birth to the first child.
yeah, of course. After
Because we was already married, so it wasn't like it was an illegitimate bastard child. So explain that.
yeah, when she comes, we just go. Already, my family knows you, and I also know your
But
family.
why not do it before you have a child?
The traditional, but we're married.
I'm saying, why not do the traditional wedding? Is it a reason that it's better to do before, after? Like, I'm just trying to gain information because I know your brother, he did his traditional wedding after he had a second kid with his wife.
First kid, the second kid wasn't out. She was still.
Oh, was
She was still carrying the baby.
Was she?
Yeah.
Jeffrey was the first, right?
Yeah.
And
She was pregnant
Miracle
with
was the second.
Yeah, she was pregnant with
Oh,
Miracle.
so he did it after the first child.
Yeah.
But they've been together for a lot of years.
Right.
But they was married already? No, they wasn't married though.
No. She said before she's gonna give birth to Miracle, he has to wed her.
But why didn't they wed before the first child?
I don't know. Maybe they weren't ready, or maybe money.
All right, so why don't? Well, we wedded already, but why don't you do your traditional wedding before you give birth to your first child? I'm just asking the question he asking.
I gave you an excuse. Remember when you brought it up, and I was like, I'm not kind of ready, and I'm too young. People are gonna be talking about me, so let's do it after.
So now you're saying that you wanted to make yourself seem like more ladylike and a mother, and so people won't say, "Oh, you're too young to get married." But in Ghana, too young to get married is like maybe 13. You're 25 almost. So how would they think that you're too young when most people are married when they're 21?
Then also, I was still trying to continue my education. I never thought I would be here so soon. You wanted me to come over, and when we came, we wanted to do it last year, but COVID issues and all that. So, and with my brother issue that you're talking about, we have the steps of the cultural one. We have steps.
Yeah, you showed me the list.
Right.
By a cow, by a goat, all this type of stuff.
So when you come, we have something that they call the noken. That's the one you give my dad. Remember the money you give my dad?
Yeah, the first money I give your dad.
Right, that is noken.
Then the snaps, or I bought the bottles from Turkey when I was in Turkey.
Yeah.
So then I bought
the drinks. It means
noken.
It means you. I don't know how to explain it in English that well, but it's just one stage of the customary marriage rights. That's the one stage.
But when we talk about that, and this is when we get into a dispute sometimes, because your culture is opposite of mine, and my culture, when we have a wedding, father of the bride, blah blah blah, or whatever you want to say, but when a man marries the woman, normally by culture, American culture I'm talking about, that the father of the bride, normally him and his wife and family takes care of a whole lot of things. They pay for the marriage, they pay for all these things. Because he's looking at it as, this man is coming to me to take take my daughter off my hands so that I no longer have to provide for her. So this is like his gift, or the bride family gift. Appreciation for now that you're taking this responsibility away from me. But in your culture, it's the opposite, and we always dispute about this.
Yes, and that's how I think our way is the right way that it's supposed to be. Why would the girl's family be appreciating you for coming for their daughter?
Because I'm the one. Because the man is the one who's going to take that responsibility off their hands and provide for it?
Because she's coming to serve you. She is coming. Do you know how difficult it is to carry a baby?
She's coming to serve you, but see, you talk, all right, you talk from African culture. Not every woman, most women in America don't look at marriage as I'm coming to serve a man.
Yeah, but she's gonna have a baby for you.
Yeah.
And do you know the pain, the stress, the
Oh, that's a one-time event, though.
one time. That is a whole 10 months adventure.
10 months. 10 months means something wrong.
Do you know how
10 months means something wrong.
You
having a baby in 10 months? Who the heck have a baby in 10 months?
Don't you know some people carry pregnancy for 10 months?
Like I said, then something is wrong.
Nothing is wrong. It's normal.
It's not normal. 9 months is normal.
Oh my God.
Who you ever have? I carry you for 10 months. Who says that?
Please don't even go there. They are going to tell you. Come on, guys.
Them?
Say it.
They're going to tell me that
But
most
I'm
people
not
carry them for
surprised
10
because
months.
You are a man. I'm saying most women carry their babies for 10 whole months.
So she just said most women carry a baby for 10 months.
Yes.
If y'all could verify this for me, and it's not 9 months. 9 months is not the normal. So now it's 10 months that's the normal. So 10 months is the normality that a woman carries a baby. This is my first time hearing this. So
Well,
I'm just learning.
Sorry that this is the first time you're hearing it. So as we're saying,
She said, all right, so who we got? Who's that?
That's it. Genuinely, is it Gigi or Gigi? I'm sorry if I didn't say it right.
40 weeks. So it's supposed to be 40 weeks. She's saying that you can carry a baby for 42 weeks. That's 10 months. So if it's 42 weeks, it's supposed to be 36 weeks, though. I've never heard that. I've seen the movie 9 months, or 9.5 months, with the British guy and Tom Arnold. That was funny, but that puts it in my head that it's always 9 months. So when I was born, 9 months. When Isabel Allen was born, it was 9 months. So now you're telling me 10 months. I've never heard about 10 months.
When you been calculating, I
don't have to calculate.
That's right.
I just know that it's supposed to be 9 months.
That's right.
I just know that it's supposed to be 9 months.
So
9 months.
As we together, you don't even know how long this is, right?
If that baby take 10 months, you ain't getting no check for that IRS thing that they're giving away for child tax credit. Because if that baby is not born on December the 28th and go to January 28th, then it's on you. Because you don't get no tax child credit at all. So now it's on you. So yeah, keep talking that, and let that baby come a month later in 10 months instead of 9 months.
No, the calculation
so see what happens.
is already the 28th. You're not listening to me.
The 28th was 9 months.
Listen.
No doctor here says, "Oh, your baby gonna be you was conceived at this day, so you're gonna be 10 months out, and 10 months is this day." That doctor never said that. That doctor never said that.
Guys, please help me out. He's refusing to listen. You only have the mindset that women carry babies for 9 months. That's Tito. But you don't even count it. Like, oh, baby, do you know you more than 9 months? Like you 9 months and 3 weeks, 9 months and 2 weeks. You don't even say that. You just have the perception, the mindset, it is 9 months and that's it. No. Some women carry, and what about 7 months?
That's called
preterm.
Yeah, what is it?
Preterm labor.
No, that's not what we call it.
What do they call it?
We call it pre something. What do we call it though? When a baby's born before 9 months, it's called pre what?
You can ask the doctor when we go on our next visit. People carry pregnancy for 10 months, and that's
people
the way
don't carry no babies for no 10 months.
I'm a woman, and I'm telling you. So just.
But you never gave birth, so how you know? So how you know?
Because I'm a woman. I don't have to give birth before knowing it.
So you telling me that
my mom.
So before you came out your womb, you was timing your mom. You was timing yourself inside her stomach. Like,
because
okay.
my mom told me so, and I believe that.
Your mom got your birthday wrong by a year. She wrote it wrong on your birth certificate. You talking about your mom? Your mom didn't even know your birthday year.
All right, it's okay. Let's just leave it because you're not gonna accept
Oh,
that. So let's just leave it as it is. As I was explaining to you.
premature. That's what it's called. Premature. So if it's born
But
in
they put
7
them
months,
in
it's
the
premature.
incubator. I think that's the one that they
Whatever,
put in the
but
incubator.
it's not. You don't get healthy in 9 months, and if you in 10 months, I can't even imagine that because I never heard of it. So that's something I got to research or even on my own. But you're just coming up with this, and you done took this to somewhere else when
And
we
my
supposed to be.
fellow woman just told you that. She just told you. You should just get it. Just take it as it is. That's how it is. You should just okay. So as I was saying,
I'm going
you
to the bathroom.
said
I'll be back. You keep talking. I'm going to the bathroom.
you are unbelievable. I can't believe you said that.
That's true.
So in our culture, the girl's parents are not going to show any kind of and they will be happy but not be appreciated like, oh, like you taking this load out of our hands and all that. It doesn't happen like that. Okay, we are not, women are not some kind of problems or loads that they have to be taken off from their daddy's house like that. It doesn't work like that. Do you get it?
But
So
I take
so
you from your daddy house, so therefore you have to concern yourself with me and how I
be
do
serious,
things.
or I will leave you and go to bed.
All right, but anyway, we was talking about marriage at the
Oh,
end of
and
the
then
day.
you know what? One quick thing. I was watching this movie that it was a white guy getting married to an African girl, and then no, I think their daughter is getting married to an African man, and then the man's family, as traditionally supposed to ask the white man what he's gonna ask his lease for the stuff to be given to him in order to get their.
Yeah.
He was so pissed off, and he was like, "My daughter is not for sale. She's not for sale."
Who said that?
The white man. He was saying his daughter is not for sale because they're asking him about a list.
So he
The
didn't
man's
understand the
family,
culture.
right? The man's family, he was so pissed off, and he walked out. And they have to explain it to him. You're not selling your daughter away. It's just some kind of value you placed on your daughter to know that she's appreciated, and then she's going to another man's house to have babies for her, for him, take care of him, and all that. It's not an easy thing.
So it's
just
called
a little
what is it called? The dowry.
dowry. We call it dowry.
So if I pay a dowry, if a man pay a dowry for a wife,
Yes.
that man technically owns
Right.
that woman.
You don't own anybody.
He
Okay.
paid for her. The dowry paid for her to her family. He take the
Oh
money.
my God.
He take the money, which is called dowry, a cash gift. He pays it to the family. I'm giving you this
It's not
money.
just the cash. It's the
Yeah, the whole
It's
list.
the whole list. Everything that you
yeah,
need
yeah,
to-
yeah.
Oh,
So
do
say
you
we.
still have my list that my daddy
Nah,
gave you?
yeah, but I can't find that right now. It take me whenever, so that's not even hitting on that. We do that another day. So I just know the list says
Oh, so
something
you
about
should
a
have
goat,
you
a
could have
cow, like all these snaps, like drinks, this and the other. So a man gives he supplies everything that list plus a dowry. Like I think R said like 10,000 or 5,000. That was just CDs or something. It was
Yeah.
like $1,000 US. So I give that $1,000.
Bear it in mind, the way you're talking, bear it in mind that that is not the value, the whole value of the woman.
I'm not saying
that is
see,
not the
you
calculated.
you don't want me to finish though,
Because
but you don't want me
you
to finish.
can never.
But you don't want me to finish.
All right.
But you don't want me to finish.
Just go on.
But you don't want me to finish.
Just go.
But you don't want me to finish.
Okay,
So now you want me to
go
finish.
on.
I can go put my Cash App shirt on right now. Because you know I got it. And you know you hate that I bought that shirt. But anyway, so a man gives the money. He fulfills the whole list. And that's paid to the family. So the man takes the woman. when he takes the woman belongs to him, right? Right?
It just
Yes or no?
it just certifies that she's your wife traditionally. All right, like the family is aware of it, that you guys are together and we are all one now. That's just what it means. You paying the dowry doesn't mean you own the woman. You bought her. No, you can never buy it. You can never buy a woman. Okay?
So in traditional African marriage, if the woman leaves the man, is it true that the man could go to the family and request everything that he gave, the money and every gift that he gave, and he's able to request that, and they have
Yes.
to give it back?
Yes.
Thank you.
When
Thank you. So
listen,
that means
let me
that means
highlight
what?
that. Let me
So that means what?
let- it's a cultural practice, okay? It involves a lot. Even if like you said right now, when the woman offends you, if the woman's fault that the marriage hasn't worked or she doesn't want to stay with you anymore, the family has to give you back everything that you've paid
Right.
for her dowry. All right, that is culturally accepted. That is something that I think every culture, even in Nigeria, some of their cultures,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what they
West
do.
Africa. That's
So
not
that
here.
that is just the way that to let you know she's no longer your wife and she can get married to any man she pleases. That's just the reason.
Right. Okay. So we got that straight. So as long as the
You
man
you
gets
are just
no
trying to
no.
make fun of it.
I'm not. What was said was this, and she admitted to it, that the dowry and all the gifts that you give, if the woman breaks off the marriage at any point in time, then you go back, you take all your cash back, and I don't know what to happen to the. You take all your cash back, you take all your gifts back, and that family has to give it back to you in order to free the woman from under your marriage bondage or whatever you want to call it. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. That's why I said I got to get a new laptop tomorrow. I was, like you said, you keep telling me get a new one. I just bought this one, but I bought it used, and you hate when I buy used things. Sometimes I try to save a couple of dollars, not that but now I see why you always tell me buy everything new. So I'll buy new. I'll buy one new this week.
So now do you get it?
Yeah, I get it. I'm just explaining to others.
So as long as you you just wanted to marry an African woman, you must go by their culture. Your culture doesn't matter anymore when you marry an African woman. Okay, I'm not saying it's not necessary, but you are taking her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that, but my culture matters. Like, my culture is African
So you
American
want
culture.
my family to show you appreciation.
I want your family to buy every goddamn thing that I don't want to buy. Give to me and save me some money. That's what I want.
Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. First of all, I'm not American.
But I'm American.
Yes, you are.
All right, so
you are.
hold up. So therefore, they should, just like I concede with your culture, they should concede with my culture, and it becomes a compromise. Just like I do for you, and with that culture, they need to find a way to do for my culture.
It's just like that. That's how it is. You are getting married to the woman, and since you are the man, you are considered as the head. You do it in the favor of the woman. That's the respect you give her. Just like when you want to wed me in church, you take me to my church. That is where you're going to wed me. We don't go to your church. You go to the woman's church.
No,
So
that's not the way it's done here. That's
after
not the
the
way it's done
marriage,
here.
then she follows you to your church.
No, here, if a man take a woman, you follow me to my church, and that's where we wed. That's how it's supposed to be done. Because a woman has to follow the man everywhere. It's not just wait till we wed at your church. But okay, but we got past this point. So let's get to the next subject. All right, we saw my marriage. Next subject. Let's go on this. What you brought up, church. Now, if you have two people who are, huh?
What happened? Did it freeze or what?
No, don't worry about that. It's here. But if you have two people that are churchgoers, how should I say this? All right, if you have two people that are churchgoers, You know that the woman is supposed to follow the man, right?
Yeah.
To his church.
After the marriage.
See, I'm saying before, you're saying after.
Yeah.
So, okay, we agree to disagree. But in the end, the woman is supposed to follow the man to wherever he is.
Yeah.
There's no way that a woman should be separated in one church and a man in another church, and they're going to separate churches because a woman's saying, "Oh, this is my pastor," and you see that destroys a lot of people in a lot of homes.
Yeah, that's why you need to, especially when you have different religious background, you discuss all that before.
It's not even different religions. You know that a woman, the only pastor that a woman is supposed to have is her husband.
Yeah.
Because a pastor is only supposed to be there for men. There is no way in the Bible that you could find that a pastor is supposed to lead women. A pastor, technically and spiritually and factually in the Bible, supposed to only lead men. So therefore, when a woman says, "I'm going to my pastor," she's out of line with God. She's already out of line with God because her only pastor is that man who is her husband at home. So anytime a woman steps out of that boundaries, she already rejected God in the order that he gave. Am I telling the truth?
Yeah, you're right. And that's why you don't disrespect your husband and say you love your pastor.
Because a woman is not supposed to even have a pastor. It's only supposed to be men that have a pastor. Because the pastor is supposed to lead men in order that man can do better and he can be a better leader as an authoritative figure for the woman and the children. What you looking at? Marrying a white girl, not an African tradition, it's unnecessary to be asking the white girl's father for his list. Even in Africa, wedding ceremonies are only done according to the bride's tradition. But I said that. But no, look what he said.
Yeah, the example I gave that the guy was getting married to a white lady and then he was asking for the list. He was just highlighting on it. So, it's like the wedding is about the girl. The wedding, the marriage and everything is about a girl. You trying to honor her, like let her be respected. It's just beautiful. That's why men don't take much part when it's time for those planning. They just leave everything to the woman.
Yeah, because
it's some one-time event that we cherish. So every woman has been planning their wedding. I'm telling you,
But a lot more women plan their marriage instead of planning their future with their husband. And that's the problem too. A lot of women look towards marriage. Oh, my big date, my big wedding. How much she's going to spend? How glamorous it's going to be? When the man is just focused on how am I going to provide? How am I going to take care? How am I going to protect? Put food on the table. Keep a roof over the head. A man is always thinking about that. Y'all thinking about this one particular day called a wedding. We're so far past that.
It's just one day.
But who taught y'all that? But I'm not even gonna get.
Girl, it's like it's your day. You understand? That is something that just comes once in a while.
Because y'all compete with each other. Y'all look to each other, be like, "Oh, look, I got married first. Look at me. I got married first, and I got married to this. I got married to that." That's what y'all do. Men don't do that.
That's how it is. That's how God created us. Okay, so you just have to allow us to have that particular moment, to enjoy it. To just have it.
Yeah, Big Shay. That's what we both agree on, that the woman is to follow the man. The man follows God. And underneath that, the children follow the woman.
Yeah,
the woman bears the children and directs them.
Yeah.
That's only because the man is directing her over all things.
Right.
So in old times, just like supposed to be in new times, the man would go out, hunt, do whatever.
Yeah.
Bring home, keep a roof over. He would do all the hard work, all the physical work, and protect everything. But he will also teach the woman, this is what you are to teach, and he would teach her.
Right.
So she would level down and teach that to the kids. And the kids would come up and understanding that. But it was always coming from the man down to the woman and woman down to the children. That's the order that God put it in. When everybody stepped outside of that boundaries, you see what you got today. What do you have today? You have this thing called modern woman. And this is why I wanted to drive it to, though. I wanted to drive it to the point of modern woman. You see, go ahead.
You're very right with what you just said.
I'm going to get some water. Go ahead. I'm listening.
You were very, very right, because the man. That is why if a man can't take care of his home, you're not a good leader. Everybody's looking onto you. Your wife, your kids, they're looking at you. That's why the way you behave, the way you talk, the way you act is being thrown back at you. When remember when I said if you treat your woman nicely, you treat her right, she feels secured and loved, and with so much care, peace automatically come into the home. You understand? Every woman is capable of giving you peace and capable of giving you hell. It depends on how you treat her. That is why you must always pray to find a God-fearing guy who will always understand his conscience when he's treating you. He must know at least what to do. Though we're human, and then we go outline sometimes. But when you know you're wrong, you know you're wrong. You apologize, and that is how it works. So what are you saying about modern women? What about them?
All right. Let me start with this. When you talk about modern women, and when I heard them talk on these videos, the word submissive means slavery to them. A lot of them say that, like, in Africa is different because women understand that. But here, it's like they look at their previous grandparents, or sometimes their parents, depending on the age, that, oh, they had to be submissive to my father, my grandfather, and my grandfather would go out, do this, and the other, but yet they was married for like 60, 70, 80 years. And they say, oh, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to just submit myself to a man where he tells me and his last word is bond, which is scriptural because his last word is supposed to be bond, but he takes, everything into consideration with his woman. That's a good leader. But they're saying that I don't want to be like that. I want to be like my mom. I want to be like my grandma. So what they're doing, instead of choosing somebody at the younger age and being married for a long term, they're deciding to go out and sleep around with many men, man after man after man after man, make babies and babies and babies with different fathers. And then when they get close to 40, say, oh, I want a good man. Good man. Where all the good men at? You see how delusional that seems? This is what I'm saying. Like, when you think about modern women, they are the most delusional people on the face of the earth.
Yeah, when you say modern women, it comes with feminism, or how do they call it?
Feminism, exactly. That's what I really mean, feminism.
Yeah, and most women think because this kind of phrase that they have, what men can do, women can do better, and all that. They think when you are in advanced in education, especially, they think they can do a whole lot of stuff on their own. But no matter how good you are, you can never play both gender roles. You can never be the father and be the mother at the same time. That's why when a child, it takes two different gender for a baby to
It's
be
called
born.
balance. It's called balance. A child needs
Right.
balance. A child needs the direction of a father the same way the direction of a mother. When you take one of those away, then the child becomes unbalanced. And they become a net to deal with society in the right manner. And they become how should I say, what's the word I'm looking for? They become a liability to their community rather than an asset. Now, there's always the one who stands out. There's always, whatever the word is, there's always, what's the word I'm looking for? Something to the situation. Anyway, it doesn't mean that it's 100% is what I'm saying, but the majority. So we're talking about the majority of men. We're talking about the majority of women who brought up in single parent homes. Because God didn't mean it to be that way. And the Creator knows best more than anybody else.
Right.
So the majority of the ways that you see men brought up with just a mother, they're always unbalanced. They always have, maybe they're more susceptible to follow a woman. Because a man is not supposed to follow a woman or allow a woman to dictate anything.
Yeah.
Because that makes him anything but a leader. The definition of a man is to be a leader, a protector, and a provider.
Right.
That's the definition of a man. Now, character and all that stuff, that goes into the type of man that a person is willing to deal with or a person wants.
Exactly.
But when you hear people, you hear these girls talk about what they want in a man, it's always money. But money comes and goes. You know how many, 3 times in my life that I had a lot, then I had nothing. So if I got with a person who just always just wanted me because of money, and I lost all that money, what do I have left for her? Nothing. She moves on to the next man with money. You understand? But if a woman is looking for character and integrity in the man, that man can always go a long way with that woman because they're able to build together. Because even when things are bad, they can stick together and they can build back up.
Right.
And that's what marriage and relationships are about. Is when things are low at their worst, y'all stick together and y'all build back up. You go low, then y'all go high. But you got people out here just wanting everything all good and everything. And I think that's a problem with people mentality today where they think that getting married or being in a relationship, I'm supposed to be happy all the time. And I've never seen a relationship ever in my life where people are happy all the time. It doesn't happen. I don't care if you got a zillion bucks. I don't care if you got Bill Gates money. You will never be. Look at what happened with Bill Gates. Melinda Gates. They got divorced,
Yeah.
and he had a woman on his side for almost 40 years.
Yeah.
Money do not make you happy. Money cannot change the course of your life as far as the romantic part. Whereas you're gonna find somebody better than you would if you had. I'm not gonna say nothing at all, but I'm saying that if you have the average, you're better off if you have average financial stability, you have a better chance of finding somebody that's truly for you and really loves you than you do when you have it all and you're looking for somebody. Because then you find that everybody's just using you and you're just going around a block and you'll be going around the block for the rest of your life.
And most people think happiness is when you derive so much pleasure in doing something. That is not happiness. The only like happiness specifically means peace. When you have peace, total peace, that is the happiness that you've been wanting. That it's not about pleasure, like you want to have so much pleasure in doing something. When you have peace, and I don't know if you can relate to it because men always find peace to be their home. When you give them peace, they see that as their home. You understand? But it depends. And just like you're saying that women don't want to struggle with men and they just all about money and all that. Most women has gone through a lot. They've gone through a lot.
But
Maybe
who fathers that though?
no, it's not about relationship, about dating different kind of guys. I mean, some have been with. If a woman really loves you, she will support you through thick and thin. But most men disappoint at the end. You understand? You struggle with them. That is why they always say that a man's loyalty is tested when he has everything, and a woman's loyalty is tested when the man has nothing. You understand? So if you really got a real woman when you had nothing, then that means she's good for you. That's the right woman for you. But most men, you hustle with them, you go through a whole lot of horrible stuff with them, and once they hit the jackpot, boom, they say you're not fit for them. They have to find, yeah, they have to find someone who is up to their status now. So
let's go back. Let's go into this then. Doing it the right way. If a person, man or woman, is not doing it the right way, in my eyes, they don't have no complaints. They should not complain, and they can't go to God and ask God why. Because what you just said, that they be with a man, they doing this and the other for a man, and man makes it, and then he drops her and go for another person, right?
yeah.
But if the woman did it the right way, the only right way to do it is be a virgin, don't have sex before marriage, and marry. And then when you marry, you have something to stand on. Even if the man do make it, you still have something that can back you. you still have something to stand on. You have grounds that at least have enough that will financially keep you afloat until you get your life in order. So that's why I say to people, never say that I did it the right way and it still didn't work out. Unless you're a virgin and then you got married and then you had sex for the first time and had kids after that, you've never done it the right way. So I just hate when people say that I've done it the right way, it didn't work out. So until somebody can say that, they never done anything the right way. Now, second to that is about the other thing that you said, that men get money and they just leave people. First of all, men do that. Women do the same. They be with a man, and then when another girl come on that's more prettier, this and the other, more sexual, this and the other. Excuse me, I'm talking backwards. Women do that, whereas they have a man who's, just making it, doing whatever. He's not in his prime, but he's working towards being that man that he wants to be. But then another man who already have it all comes along, and then then that woman goes along with that man and says, you know what, I want to be with him instead. Because what? He already has the power of money, right? So it's two ways. But yet what happens almost all of the times, that man does what? Because most women like that come easy because they see money and power. And when he sees something better that he likes, he goes out, then he chooses something else. And then they left stranded and looking stupid because they didn't stick with the good guy because they wanted the bad guy who had it all. But they didn't stick with the good guy who was working towards building an actual family and building something that was stable and would have been stable for them.
That is why women are helpmates. Okay, they are helpmates. They're not supposed to put all the problems and everything onto their head. That is why also that when the woman trying to take much percentage of the responsibilities in the home, she started treating the man like a child, like that's her kid. I don't know, women love money, okay? It's like something that is there. That's how God created it. But too much of it is something bad. It's bad. We don't love to struggle too hard. Like you are married, yet you are the one going in and out, doing everything on your own. She's gonna take it for a little while, but as time
Well,
goes
that goes
on,
with security. That we
yeah,
know what
as
women
time
like.
goes
A
on,
woman loves, like I said, she loves provision, providing. That means security. Providing means security. So she has security, she has protection, and she has character. So we know the three things that make up a man. The genetic makeup of what makes a man is that.
exactly.
So that goes into it. So I'm not talking about whereas a man um, just sitting on the couch playing PlayStation and Xbox, this, that, and the other, and the woman is getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning and going to work to knock off 2 shifts just to bring home enough just to pay the bills. I ain't talking about that. That's a completely different story. I get that. I'm talking about where the man was working towards where he wanted to be, building a business or doing whatever, but he's going out working a 9 to 5 and he got a roof over their head, he got food on the table. A lot of women don't think that's enough because they see Instagram, they see this and the other, Twitter, and they want to be like what they see on these social media sites when in reality, these people on the social media sites are as miserable as anybody because they don't have anything, they don't have anyone.
Yeah,
And they
it's
could
all
post,
fake.
yeah,
Everything they show.
they could post all this nice stuff in the background, but at the end of the day, and I'm talking about the ones who do it on a daily basis, day after day after day after day. Because if you really have something going for you in life, unless your job was to be online, but if you just posting pics on, hey, look at what I
Just for
have,
fun.
or look at my ass, look at this, that, and the other, that means you're miserable because you're missing something. You're not happy. You don't have anything that satisfies you. So that also shows a man, most decent men, it shows them that there's nothing that I can do for this girl where she will be satisfied. And that's why a lot of men use people like that. Women who show their bodies a lot of men who have something or about something, Most of them don't choose to deal with that, but if they do, they already know that they only going to use them for as long as they can. They will let them get away with stuff, talk slick, do this and the other, but they already know it's only because they're only using them, and then until they go out and find their next catch. The one thing about men, men are conquerors. Men love to conquer things. Men love to conquer. Now, with me, yes, it used to be women, but now it's business. It's competing in the business industry in Africa that I'm involved in. So me conquering that particular category, that particular textile company, what I'm involved in, as we know. So now that's me wanting to conquer it. But men always want to conquer. But if you have a man who's chasing women, all he want to do is conquer that woman. And then after that, he want to go on and see what else he could conquer. See, women take for granted that they think their body is everlasting. They think their body is what will keep a man. Let me tell you this. No matter how beautiful the body is of a woman, no matter their looks, no matter how gorgeous they are, once a man conquers that and he has it over and over and over again, and there's no substance to it, there's nothing else to it but that, he's already looking for his next victim.
Right.
He doesn't, but women take for granted. They spend all this time on all the outside things, all the superficial things about themselves, and yet most of them will never work on what's inside of them. The inside is what keeps a man. The outside is what draws a man. So the outside, they spend so much time working on the outside, the superficial, that yeah, it draws a man. And okay, I'll take it, but after that, I'm looking to the next one because there's always somebody else better. And when they realize that there's nothing else there but the body and the makeup, and somebody asking me to buy my iPhone or this and that, you know how women are. Oh, pay a bill. Men like, oh, forget this. I just go start it all over again. And that's just the way it is.
Is that preach, bro?
But it's true. And I'm coming from the lifestyle, so I know. And this is, you used to say about me, you used to ask, oh, you travel all these countries just to be with women? And then I settled down with you, and I became different, right? And I'm telling you, yes, a man will go from country to country to country just to be with them and to make them think that it was all for them. In actuality, a man ain't doing it for them at all. He's doing it for himself.
Why would you do that in the first place? So you are some kind of adventure with women or what? Why would you do that, sleeping with women, knowing fully that you're not going to marry them? Because sometimes women think, like you said, the physical appearance is what attracts you guys most. And so you get to know the person, and then you know that, no, it's not going to help me, or she's not going to be the right one for me. Why would you go there in the first place?
Like I said, men are conquerors. Why did the British go to Africa, India? They ain't had no beef with them. They wasn't bothering them. So why did the British go to Africa, India, and Japan, and China, and all that? Why did they go there? Because they wanted to conquer. Because they felt like, okay, yeah, we cool here, but we need to conquer in order to feel like we have. Wow, you go with Napoleon, you could talk about the great kings of Africa. You could talk about the Pharaoh of Egypt, even though it ain't spread that much beyond Egypt, but they always wanted to be conquerors. And like I told you before, men love to conquer. And women are a conquest. That's just the way it is. It's always been that way. If you go back to the days of the beginning with Cain and Abel, men have always had a conquest that dealt with women. Just like back in Solomon had what? Solomon wanted
David sleeping with someone's wife.
yeah, and it was wrong. But that's what I'm telling you. Even godly men, no matter how godly, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. You check my phone every day. You check my phone every day now. So you check my phone every day and go in it every day, and I gotta hear nonsense just for a little thing. So you go on my phone every day. So
check your phone.
all right, but I'm just saying, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I'm just telling you. You want to know? So I'm telling you. So I'm telling you. But another thing is, I'm gonna tell you this secret. When a man really loves to do a woman dirty. When he sees a woman who promotes her body, flashing herself, flashing her boobs.
Now surgery that is everywhere.
No, it ain't gotta be surgery. It could be
Nose.
surgery. It could be nothing. No, I'm just saying. When a man sees a woman who just throwing herself around like boobs and all, it could be on social media. It could be in the neighborhood. His whole concept in his mind, oh, I want that. But he wants that just so he could do it dirty. And the reason to do that is so that he could show her that as much as she thinks she means something to people, she means absolutely nothing. I'm being honest. That's just how it is. I'm telling you, it is what it is. So, I mean, like it or love it, but truth is truth. And we damn, it's already 11:30. We going this is Marriage Monday. So we gonna continue this. I'm gonna listen to what we talked
You
about.
guys should bring a lot of stuff so we can talk about a lot of
Yeah, they can hit me up.
do's and
It's
don'ts.
I'm Black America in Black American society. Men are deprived purely because of the scarcity with this minute imprisonment. I think this guy came on my thing. Listen, man, when you talk about the scarcity of black men because of imprisonment, I get that. I know that black men are in prison at a large rate and a lot due for systematic
He's talking
racism.
about you saying that when you get married to a woman in your culture,
No, no, no,
your
no.
parents are supposed
No,
to.
this got nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about something else that I understand. He's talking about systematic racism, how because of the way things are, and black people get locked up for the slightest thing, and a lot of times for things they ain't do, that it depletes the men that are available for black women. So that's why in the world, like we talked about Atlanta like a couple of weeks ago, we said like for every 4 or 5 women, there's only one man.
Yeah.
So I think that's countrywide. For every 4 or 5 women, there's only one man that's available to that woman. So he's saying that because of what systematic racism and everything, and how the prison, the
There are
pipeline,
scars everywhere. Men are scars everywhere, even in Africa.
yeah. So, but he don't know that. He's just looking at it from an American standpoint.
Yeah,
So he don't know that women in Africa. That's why a lot of women are. You get 6 women to one man in Africa,
Keep
and then
fighting
yeah,
about
yeah.
the
But
guy.
some are willing to just deal with it because they know that that's their only means to having a man. So it's not just America; it's in the continent of Africa too, and I'm pretty sure that it's in most places. But this is what he points to as the reasoning for that. But black people are having kids at a high rate, higher than any other rate in a country of America. So at the same time you say that, there are boys being born every day, for the last 3, 4, 5 decades. So I think everything in the end evens itself out. I'm not saying even like from man to woman, but even itself out as far as no matter what happened, this is what it was going to be. If that even make any sense at all.
Check your messages when you are done. Hi, did you guys move to
Oh, that's Terry
America?
Barr.
Move to America?
That's my man. That's my man. That's Black. That's Black.
Oh.
Black is the one who coming up here, hooking up a new studio for us. Get the audio, get the microphones and everything so we can start taking calls, hook up the software. Because I told you that we're going to be having people from Africa, from all West Africa, online, on video, on calls, and everybody from America online, on video, on calls. And y'all guys, we're going to mesh y'all guys together. Whatever beef we got, we're going to fix that. And we on Marriage Mondays, we're gonna get y'all guys together for when y'all want to meet somebody beautiful from the continent.
Yeah,
And
there are a lot of beautiful African women.
yeah,
Trust
definitely.
me.
So we got a lot in store for y'all, man. We got a lot in store for y'all. So I just want y'all to keep looking forward to this. Keep looking forward to this. And you see my wife, like she be talking a lot of nonsense that I don't even agree with or whatever. But
Nonsense about my culture? What you mean?
nah, I was just saying, but about
That's right.
I was talking about because the water,
That's what I thought.
you wanted cold water and I wanted warm water, but sometimes I want warm water when she want cold water, but she just don't get it sometimes, so I don't know. So I just wanted warm water, and she told me I should drink cold water. But that's just something else, man. That's going on.
And sometimes when you get married to a foreigner, it's a little bit difficult. You have to be patient because the accent, the culture, the
Oh yeah, I still make fun of you because you can pronounce half the things. So I do a lot of teaching her. I do a lot of teaching her, like showing her documentaries about Africa Americans, this and the other, getting her caught up as best as I can, teach her some of the lingo and the way that we talk. Some things I might say, she might even feel offended. I'm like, why are you offended by that? Because they take it a certain way in their culture that we don't take it in ours or whatever. So, it's a learning curve for everybody. And good thing that like I said, I've lived in Ghana for nearly a decade before I met her. Well, I would say 6-7 years. So I kind of understood everything, and we're good. So
maybe marriage is not for us.
no, marriage is for y'all blacks. You just gotta find the right one, because I mean, I've known blacks. My man right there, he's been married since forever. All my most of the people that's close to me have been married since forever. So it's not about that. It's that y'all keep taking these thoughts and y'all keep looking at this, what's on Instagram, Facebook, this and the other. Y'all look for women who got their bodies shown, this and the other. Listen, man, if a woman ain't wearing a long dress when you meet her and she speak without speaking profanity, then yes, the marriage is bad for you with that one. But when you learn how to go about and choosing a wife, then you will find, yes, marriage is a good thing because you have the mental capacity to choose a wife that is what's the word what's the terminology the Bible use? Virtuous. So you have to know how to choose. But if you wasn't raised to choose or know how to choose a wife, then yeah, you're gonna continue to go around and say marriage is bad for us. But no, marriage ain't bad for us. It's just that the way y'all choose is bad. And that goes for both sides too.
About the submissiveness, the submission that you were talking about with the women. Some men, they just take it for granted when a woman is trying to be submissive and then give you all the respect. Then they start treating you like slave, like you're nobody. And that is when the women have to jack up and then everything has to go down again.
All right.
You understand?
All right, why are you saying that? Wipe my shoes. Hey, wipe my shoes right now.
Do you know that even when they want to make love, when some married couple want to make love, the man is like, oh, do you know that some people think it's a crime for the woman to be on top? Because when you are on top of them, man, they think you are taking control of it.
But you on top every day because you're steady. So what are you talking about? I've never heard of that one. You think you're taking control.
Yeah, people say that. What kind of mentality is that? It's so archaic, like it's so Asian. How would you even think like that?
Africans got flaws just like Black Americans and everybody else, man.
Yeah, so if a woman is trying to be submissive, don't think she's stupid, like she's nobody, she's a slave to you. It doesn't work like that.
A man, like, if there's a scarcity of men, how can marriage work? I just told you that it's not a scarcity of men. That's just what that's just what's presented to you. If you go back to what I said that yes, there are more women than men, but the majority of women that are out there are not even marriage material. So if you make yourself marriage-minded, marriage material, submissive, understanding, obedient, I'm talking about in a respectful manner where the man can also respect that you are that. So he's going to take on to you. He's going to make you happy. So as far as there's, yes, 5 women to 1 man, out of them 5 women, 4 of them are not worth anything. Because they the very ones that are getting the bad advice and on all the social media, running the streets. Yeah, I'm in these streets. They are those. So if you really want to be a wife, it's not that hard.
And not every man also is capable of being a husband. Not every man is like that. They don't have, if you don't have the strength to be able to hold on to responsibilities, be responsible, do the manly duties are supposed to, both in the Bible and in culture, you're not a husband. So whilst you are at it with marriage material with a woman, you want a wife and not a materialistic woman or someone. Make sure you also fit for that. You
All right, what's
understand?
up, Big Shay? I hear you say your husband from Ghana. Tell him I said what's up. Where you from? And I was about to say something else. Oh, as far as this is why Big Shay just said her husband is from Ghana. So I don't have any. Like I said, my wife. Hopefully, she don't mind me saying this. I've been married to my American wife for 11 years, 2 sons. Then I have her, which is the love of my life. I gotta sweeten her up a little bit. But one thing I would say, the reason why I appreciate everything and everybody that I knew in Africa, not I had my choice and I decided out of many, and she was the one who came out of many. The one thing I would say is that, like a lot of women in Africa, she was raised from the age of 6 to be a wife. So that was her being. That's where her parents placed her in order to be a wife for the man that would come along and provide, protect, and be what a husband is supposed to be. So it wasn't that hard for me to choose her when I seen her. And like I said, some cultures are better than others. Every culture has their flaws, no doubt. No culture is perfect. It's what you're looking for that what you have to decide what is best for you. Because sometimes you got to look outside the box. You got to look outside of everything that you know, everything you was brought up around, and see other things and see other perspective and other cultures to really see. Okay, maybe everything that I was raised around is not best for what it is that I'm looking for, especially if I'm looking for something that's suitable, stable, and longevity. Because where we come from with the music, the entertainment, is not people who brought up around that and brought up with that are not going to have that mindset for the most part. So sometimes I'm just saying that it's better to just step outside your box. And as far as me, I just wanted to stay, with somebody my color. I've been with. Nah, let me slow down. So
Big Shay, so how did your wedding go? Your husband is from Ghana. Was he asked to provide some kind of list, or so that means
oh. Hold up. Before we go, this is something that I was gonna say. I was gonna touch on this in another video, and we did it on a podcast. That the black church is part of the problem for pushing conventional marriage, or a majority of men marriage. The black church has been the worst thing that happened to black people in the last 20 years. I'll be honest. The black church is by far one of the worst enemies of black people in the last 20 years.
look what someone is saying. So you were married to 2 women when you say you were married to an American for 11 years.
No, man, forget that.
No, you must clear that.
All right. I was married in America for 11 years, out of my 20s. I moved to Ghana in my early 30s. Got married out of spite. That went, and a third time's a charm, so then I married her a third time. So I had 2 in Ghana, 1 in America. But I was a problem in every last one of them. I was a problem, and I don't deny that I was the problem. I wasn't finished doing the things that I like doing as far as running around and chasing. So that was me.
But you divorced, so
Yeah, divorced
just
both.
one.
So yeah, just one. Divorced both. So, I just wasn't ready at the
At
time.
least I just can't handle it. Why would I be a second one?
From a crowd. Yeah, our house is in a crowd.
Okay.
We do our Airbnb. Our real estate is in a crowd. And
Pokwasi.
Pokwasi. We have our real estate in Kumasi. We have a real well, your housing and everything, and the eastern region, which is Somaya, or what you call it, Odamasi. So yeah, we have real estate in Kumasi and Accra. So and some of it get rented out on Airbnb. We got people from Germany at one place now. So if you ever want to visit Ghana and go back down there, but he's from there, so I'm pretty sure he got his own place.
Yeah,
So
she said he just left there in May.
oh, Dick, we just left there in February. So
Yeah.
we just left since February and we're here. So I'm glad to hear everything is going well with y'all. I hope it is. And I don't know if y'all have any kids, but if you do, God bless your family.
Amen. I want to move to Africa one day.
A lot of people don't understand that. I was working a 9 to 5 job, and I traveled my first 7 times traveling to Africa. I was just working a 9 to 5 job, and I got 32 flights now just to Ghana alone, not counting Nigeria, not counting Egypt or Togo. But I got 32 flights just back and forth to Ghana on 2
You
passports.
will love it, trust me. It's nothing like what they've been showing on TV, showing like
No,
Africa is some kind of animal, just animals living
but we don't
there.
have no animal. I live in Africa, in Ghana. We live down the street from the ShopRite, the Pizza Hut, the Payless shoe store, and the shopping mall, Achimata Mall. We live down from the wing place. Everything that you have in America, you have there. Good roads, like the dirt roads is on the
So
side,
much
whatever.
peace.
But
So
yeah,
much
that's the
peace.
thing that I love the
And
most is peace.
hospitality. You are
Peace and
gonna love it.
hospitality. People are what make Africa or Ghana better than
As soon as
anything.
you get there, you will know that yes, you're home. You will feel like you're
When
really
you get
home.
off that airplane, soon as you come off that airplane, the air hits you. You just in a. I swear, the first time I got off that plane to the last, it's the same exact. It's always the same exact. Soon as I get off that plane, because when you come off the plane, you're still in the open, like it's still an open airport. Because then you have to get on a bus to take you directly to the terminal or like in the doors to go, through the airport itself. But when that air hits you, you know you're in a different place. Every time that I go there, I'm like, oh man, I'm home. I'm like, no matter what happens, I have my ups and I have my downs in Ghana. But look, I would not trade it for the world. I would not trade my house. I would not trade my experiences because I had a lot of good and I had a lot of bad. Mostly I put myself in bad because I was wild in Ghana.
People are
But
just gonna receive you like they've known you for
and that's
ages and all that.
that's another thing. Ghana received me from day one like I was their own. And they always tell me, you Ghanaian now. You've been here so many years, you Ghanaian
What's your
now.
Ghanaian name?
Kojo. Kojo.
So Elise is asking, did you divorce your American wife? He's so interested.
Huh?
Did you divorce your?
Yeah, man, that was back in 2010, man. Leave that alone. Stop bringing up old memories, man. Come on, man. Why you trying to ruin what I got going on right here? Why you trying to ruin this?
He just
Come on, man.
know.
Come on. Don't try to ruin this.
He's a player.
But look, man, we love chilling with y'all. We hope to do this every single Monday. We'll bring you new content. We talking about new things when it comes to Marriage Mondays. And I was going to do something like called Manly Fridays, but we gotta let Black come and hook the software up. Because what we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna have the guys and the girls. We're gonna have the guys and the girls from Ghana and Nigeria, where I'm from, or where I'm pretty much from there. I lived there long enough. And we're gonna have everybody here in the U.S. from every state call up, and we're gonna mesh all y'all together. We're gonna be on Zoom calls, everything, and we're gonna do this every single week. But we definitely want y'all to subscribe, and we definitely want y'all to tell a friend or two about what we're doing, because as long as we get the subscribers up, we know that y'all want this, and I could put the money into it. But without that, I need to know that y'all want this. So I'm gonna give y'all the best experience that I can give y'all. And like I said, we got a lot planned out for y'all, but it's gonna cost a lot of money. We ain't asking y'all for nothing. We're just asking y'all to subscribe and bring more subscribers, and I handle everything else.
Yeah.
So how that sound? Oh, RIP to my man. I don't know his whole name. I think it's Ija, but you know who I'm talking about. A man from Friday. So I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't know his actual name, his government name, but he was in Friday, as we know. He was like, oh, my back, my neck and my back, my neck and my back. I want 150,000. But but look, man. Like I said, man, he was found dead today, and seems like you never know when you're gonna go. So we need to have fun together. We need to do this. We need to respect each other. We need to love each other.
Right.
No matter our differences, let's stop judging each other. Let's just live life, be the best men, be the best women we can be in this world, so that when we leave this world, we can leave it better than when we left. So, like I said, man, RIP to him and his family. And hopefully the Lord is receiving him. I don't know everything, but isn't all I need to know is to say that I pray for the Lord to receive him and let the God of all creation have mercy on his soul. So with that said, we're gonna leave you guys because it's almost midnight here, and we definitely look forward to you hanging out next Monday. And we get something on Friday on a different subject. We definitely do that. But every Monday we want y'all here. So every Monday night at 8, 9, or whatever it is, you at 8, maybe 8 Eastern time.
Yeah.
So yeah, like 8 o'clock Eastern time from now on. Every Monday is Marriage Monday. This is Steven, and
Say it.
you always say it. What's he talking about me say it for? I'm pointing to you.
Say it. Say it. Just today.
This is Steven in red dress,
What?
marrying Ghana, and we out, man. So we turning this all off. I'm going to bed. I'm getting done, and I answer y'all questions tomorrow when I wake up, and whatever.
Oh,
So
it
with that,
is. Thank you. Subscribe. Make sure your name is Akria. Wow, that's nice. She said her name is Akria.
Akria.
Yeah.
Akria.
Peace.
So it's pronounced like Akria.
It's not Akria.
Akra. So that's how Poppy call her. Akra. Akra, come here. Now. Akra, come here now. Now. Akra, I said.
It's Akria, not Akria.
Oh.
Bye, guys.
All right, man. We out. Let me see what this. All right, we go. We gotta get out of here, man. Leave us alone. Go. Let us make some. Can't even make another baby because she already got one in her belly. So I gotta wait on that. So if I gotta wait on that, y'all gotta wait on
Did you
me.
save it already? Stop streaming.